Hi, just going to do a quick review on the MSI GT60. This one's the Dominator 423 edition. It's got the Intel i7 4800MQ. It's clocked at 2.7 gigahertz. This one comes with 12 gigs of RAM. It's an 8 and a 4. 1 terabyte hard disk drive at 7200 RPMs. It's got the Nvidia GTX 870 mobile GPU with 3 gigs of RAM in it. Windows 8.1, it is the 15.6 inch screen, so it's a little bit smaller than the next up edition, which was had the 17-inch screen on it, and it still has the full-size keyboard. You still have your number keys on the side. This one is from Newegg at $1499.99. Has a 720p HD webcam. It has the SteelSeries keyboard, which is I gotta say, probably one of the best keyboards I've ever had. Definitely has a very tactile feel to it, you know, when it comes to laptop style keyboards. This one does not come with a SSD. However, by upping the RAM, I was able to spend, it was about a $130 difference between the 8 gigs of RAM for 12 gigs of RAM. Spend the extra $130, get some more RAM into it, and then what I did later on was I actually just went ahead and hit a Kingston Hyperx had a sale on SSDs, and I got a 240 gig SSD also from Newegg, and it was only $135, and it also came with Watch Dogs for free, which I gotta say, a couple of adjustments on Watch Dogs, and it runs just fine on this laptop. You would probably see that the 870 mobile is not the highest one. The 880 is the highest mobile GPU from Nvidia right now. However, for about a 10% increase in performance by going with the 880 over the 870, you were looking at, for this laptop, you were looking at $800 more. Now, you're probably telling me like, okay, it was $800 more for that GPU, but it was the GPU plus the SSD and 16 gigs of RAM. Well, again, when it comes to games, you don't need 16 gigs of RAM. You really don't. You need 12 gigs of RAM. And again, I spent $135 and got a SSD later on, and Watch Dogs free. So if I wanted Watch Dogs and the SSD, I would have spent even more than that on top of if I had spent the $2,300 on the laptop. So this one was only it was $1,500. You can call it $1,500 plus $135 for the SSD. Watch Dogs free. This thing runs amazingly. Keeps up with any other computer. What's nice too is you come home and you want to pop it into your TV or something, you just slide it under, put it right on top of your Blu-ray player. It's definitely got some weight to it, and it is a bit thick, but you know, you can pop this away, store it anywhere, and or buy yourself another couple of screens. This can support up to 3 screens. It's got the HDMI and then 2 mini HDMIs, as well as your Ethernet, and then the power in the back here. You notice that the GPU fan runs out here, and then there's nothing here. It's just a copy of a design with no holes to it. This is not a fan. This is your subwoofer speaker here. You're going to find that your battery here, if you're somebody like me who likes to take your battery out when you're at home and you got it on power for a long time, you don't want to destroy your battery. This battery is hard to get out. Really, the only way I can get it out is using a screwdriver or a penny or a coin to pop it out. Battery's got a little bit of weight to it, but it's not too bad. It definitely will last me probably 3-4 hours of use in the office. Now, I don't game on just the battery because your battery is not going to be able to power that GPU on high performance games. You'd have to lower all of your game settings to be able to keep up and play some games with it. And even at that, you're gonna drain your battery. So I don't game on the battery. I game when it's powered in. Now I am going to say that here is your power supply, which it is pretty thick. It's got some weight to it, and it's pretty thick. So if you're somebody who tries to go to the office and be pretty slick, this is probably going to have to go under your table, or you're going to look like a total nerd, as you have this giant power. This is a brick. This is not, you know, your little normal power supply. But it pumps power. Make sure you got a good power unit. I wouldn't go running through a bunch of extension cables. I'd probably put it right up to the wall. Make sure you got a good power to it. But this laptop will definitely keep up with any other laptop out there right now. It'll keep up with some of the decent desktops too. Real quick, just when I upgraded my SSD, popping this off, you just hit these screws here, and this panel right here just pops right off. Nice little piece of plastic panel. Pop in a I put my 1 terabyte hard drive over here, and I pop my SSD in over here, and it runs just fine, super fast now with an SSD in it. So it's definitely worth the extra $100 to go buy your own SSD, clone your hard drive, move it over. Make sure if you're using a cooler, any type of cooler that you're sitting it on, make sure your air is blowing in. If you notice that this is just a hard drive here, there's no fan. The actual fans are coming in here and exhausting here. So your inputs here and your outputs are here. So if you're using a fan to push air through, you want the fan pushing the air in here, and probably pushing some in here, and your X are here. So never cover up here. You know, when you're gaming, don't go setting your drink here, because you're always going to set your coffee here, set your energy drink here, because it's always going to be hot over here. Hope the review helps you out making your determination if you want the MSI for your gaming laptop. I will hands down get another MSI in the future. I probably upgrade my laptops every year when they come out with the new GPUs and the new processors. But this MSI here was definitely worth the money. Like I said, I would say spend the extra $130, get the 12 gigs of RAM, and then get the 870 GPU. Don't get the 880, because there's not enough of the performance difference for the cost difference. And then you can buy an SSD later on if you're somebody who likes to game at home like I do. Buy a couple external monitors, pop this under your desk, put your external monitors up. You know, now you got a gaming system at home, and then you can just unplug it all and take it with you to work and go off and do whatever you got to do at work, and you can get 2 complete uses out of it. This battery, again, it runs great when you're doing your office work and you're sitting down, you know, just YouTube and Netflix and stuff like that. You will still be able to get probably a good 3, 4, 5 hours out of it, depending what you're doing. But you know, I want to go gaming on it. Your battery's not going to be able to keep up with the games. You're just going to drain it down. You're going to have a huge performance drop too. So game with the power supply, work with the battery. But this works just great as a laptop and as a gaming machine. Hope the review helps you make a new determination.